fine.
Speaking of KMDFM,
you cannot get that right. KMFDM. Dude, KMFDM, it's a drug against war. Anyway.
Oh, geez. YouTube's going to be all over this one. New York City, Chicago. What did you guys feel about this loss? Do you feel like the Brian Gutierrez red card you gave it away, or was it the Jay Davila?
Hold on, watch out, James. Watch out.
Brian Gutierrez is at this point he's a loose cannon. Like, honestly, this is his second red card for doing something stupid. Like, he's like, dude, you're like what, 20 years old, 21 years old, and you're getting red card for stupid stuff. Like man, I don't know if you gotta grow up or something. I don't know. Like, you're throwing elbows because some guy probably told you like you suck or something, or was talking trash to you. Like, come on.
I tried to find an image of it, but I couldn't find any video of it.
Oh, of the elbow? Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Yeah, I don't know. It was a straight red for sure for me, right? I agree. It was a red card. And I also agree that's what fucked us because we were up 1-0 at this time and in control of the game.
This loss was on Brian Gutierrez, hands down.
The coach says so too. We hurt ourselves. Goody took that action and hurt his whole team and really put us behind the 8 ball. For a player to do that is irresponsible. His ass is sat next game. Everything after that point is a moot point.
I mean, is this really a chronic problem, or is it just like...
It happened twice within 3 or 4 months.
I don't know, man. People get red cards.
Hugo Kuipers doesn't get red cards.
Yeah, if you're defenders and you're defending the goal because there's a breakaway, that's the most likely player to get a defender.
He's an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Well, I mean, it can be said that Greg Berhalter's teams struggle with discipline on the field. So when and if Brian Gutierrez gets his move, then maybe they will coach that out of him. I don't know. But
I don't know.
But we also took a bullshit red card.
That's what what Berhalter says for a reason. For a referee to double down is bizarre, he says, and it's just that Davila won the ball.
That referee was a piece of shit. I'm gonna call it right now. I don't care. If Greg cannot say it, I'm gonna say
ref for him.
I'll say it for
Greg's watching this like,
you did a shitty game. You did a shitty job refereeing this match. Clearly, you're blind because if I recall, the general rule is like if the player touches the ball, if the two players are going after the ball, and player 1 touches the ball first, and the other one trips over him, it's not a penalty. It's not a foul.
No, he had a hard on for DJ because he was getting his licks in all game. And so the ref wanted to send him off, and he found a reason to do it. And rules be damned. Like it was stupid.
Like I saw that, and I'm like, you got two guys going up for the ball. Jay got there first. The other guy, he stumbled to trying to do anything. But then you give him, you give the penalty. You give another yellow card. You give the penalty. You saw the VAR replay. Clearly see that Jay got the ball first. But you want to play stupid, so you know what? There you go. This is the result of that. So now
play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I guess
exactly. So
DJ
now
was pressing his luck.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. So both Goody and Jay Davila were fined for not leaving the pitch fast enough. Guti was also fined, and we talked about this in one of the first podcasts of the season. They talked about not leaving the field fast enough, and cards and fines being levied against players to be able to increase the pace of play. So that's interesting that here we go. We got 2 fire players getting bit in the butt regarding that.
Yeah, that's bullshit because the Guti one, whatever, that was pretty clear. Like he knew.
But Guti also fined for violent conduct and will be suspended versus Orlando.
Right, so DJ doesn't get suspended because they know it was a bullshit red card. But to tell him that he didn't leave the field fast enough, that's so dumb. Because every human that existed expected VAR to overturn that. You know what I mean? So why would he leave the field? He's about to play.
Right.
But Anyway, I don't know. Let's talk about one positive on this game before we put this ugliness to bed.
Is there a positive?
What was that
there
positive?
Is. Well, hold on. First, another negative is Pineda's injured, of course. But anyway, just finally when he started playing pretty well. But no, the one positive is this. Zinkernagel is when he plays, when he's playing well, when he's on his shit, he's the best player on the team.
This exchange was beautiful. Like, it came out of the back too. It crossed field like once or twice. This was a beautiful build up to the goal.
Zink started the play, didn't he? No, he didn't.
This was all the way at the back line, and the Fire got it up. And of course, Gutman, who I've talked crap about his defense, but also lauded his offense, continues to be a stellar offensive player.
Gutman has runners ahead.
Boom, flicks it over.
Good ball.
Oh, sorry, the old Twitter glitch that everybody knows about.
Dean, it was Dean, by the way.
Good ball.
Oh, it's Dean on that right side?
Yeah.
I gotta refresh it for us. Sorry.
Yeah, Dean played. Yeah, you're right. Dean did not play poorly.
Good ball.
Yeah, because look, Zink's coming in late.
Boom.
Dude, when he's on, he's the best player on the team. Seriously, and he shouldn't be, but he is. But when he's not on enough to be the best player on the team, does that make sense?
So Chris Brady is the best player on the team, first of all. So who you're talking about the second best player on the team? I'm sorry to correct you.
You think Brady's better than Kuipers?
1,000%. Guess who's going to be playing for this national team come World Cup 2026? Not Hugo Kuipers.
You don't think?
Hugo's going to be the hunchback of Notre Dame. And meanwhile, you got Chris Brady, who's going to be fucking putting America on his back. People making fucking memes about Chris Brady. We should come up with our own because it's fucking coming. Put yours in the comments below. Let's read them.
You know what? This whole loss was on Guti. He started the chain reaction on all this. The team was struggling with that, one man disadvantage, and it just got worse from there. So, this is something Greg is gonna have to fix. If not, just ship him off, get someone else that's gonna be more willing. And much better.
Well, you talk about that. That's a perfect transition, DPG, because apparently we're out on the KD sweepstakes. No Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, he has a house in freaking Southern Italy. He was gonna go there regardless. He was set on that. He didn't care about no Joe Mansueto giving him entrepreneurship classes or anything like that. So
yeah, I don't think he was ever coming. Like I never saw that as a reality.
Really?
With Kevin De Bruyne, like there's some players, like it just didn't. Why would he come to the Chicago Fire? Because Greg's here, to play for Greg, chaser. To play for an MLS. Nobody gives a fuck in MLS. The only people who give a fuck in MLS are the people who are trying to make the U.S. men's national team or the national team of their nation, including Francisco Calvo.
Ricky Pugh cares.
He does. He does. Clearly, he does.
He does.
Like,
but hold on. I want to say this. I think it was Alex Calabrese reported it, and the way he worded it was Chicago will move on to other DP target.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder who other.
Please do not be Thomas Mueller.
Oh God, do not.
I don't know if my heart could take that, or can someone tell me how to? Never mind.
Can't you sort of for the recent ones?
I'm trying.
Oh, who knows, man? And maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was the other cat, Joe Schatz or whatever. But the way they worded that was like, we have other targets. Now we have not heard a lot of other rumors.
No,
we get tied to a few weird things here and there, but we have not heard anything serious. Do we have other targets?
Not on Kevin De Bruyne's level. If you pulled up Kevin De Bruyne, people are going to be showing up in the stands to go see Kevin De Bruyne.
Really? Like, hold on. Was Kevin De Bruyne going to sell a single ticket other than like the knock-on effect from being a good team?
I feel like you're right. It's going to have a similar Bastian Schweinsteiger type of appeal, where to the core, to soccer fans, people are going to be like, oh yeah, but like to the common casual Chicago fan, maybe it doesn't have the appeal. But
It
if,
does
if,
after
but if you're
he's
telling
been
me,
here a year.
If you're telling me that you really think that Carlos Vela would outdraw Kevin De Bruyne in Chicago,
1,000.
I think you'd be correct.
Yeah, 1,000.
And think about that. That's not about the caliber of player. It's about it's about where they're from and the caliber of the fame. So
it's about the fame. Now, Kevin De Bruyne in Chicago, like in year 2 and 3, after all of a sudden we're one of the best 3 teams in the league, will bring fans to the park. But just signing him in general is not going to bring anyone to the park. But anyway, I digress. I want somebody good.
This guy might be bringing people to the park sooner than later. This guy's been a stud.
Did you not watch? He was atrocious.
Oh,
he had a howler.
He's injured.
He came back from injury.
He's coming back from injury, and he's not, dude. When he went out there, he's not worried about the team right there. Like, this is not a winnable game. It was. I don't blame Barroso, who's on loan, trying to protect himself and being
Barroso has played like what 2 games for us so far this year, man.
And when he plays when he played at the top of his game, he was amazing.
He was.
Is he on loan or do we sign him?
Hopefully
I think he's on loan.
Hopefully this isn't like a Ted Lasso football is life situation where Danny Rojas is just injured like the whole season.
Yeah,
I have still not seen that.
You got to see that right now. Go get that Apple TV thing going because even my wife was like, I want to watch Ted Lasso again, and we started watching Ted Lasso again, and we're like, holy shit, this is a howler. This is freaking and howler in a good way. Like we're howling and laughing. It's so good. First season and third season. You'll see what I'm saying about the second season when you check it out. But third season,
all right.
But stick through it because third season, vast improvement.
All right. So before we bounce out of here, this week's game. Oh, James, I don't even. Dude, that's in July. We are not talking about the U.S. Open Cup.
I'm just saying, don't keep that in your thoughts and prayers. Chicago Fire taking on Minnesota United for the U.S. Open Cup, and we got a chance here to actually win something, to win a little piece of silverware because we're not winning MLS Cup this year. We're not winning the Community Shield. Maybe they catch fire in the playoffs and pull off a crazy run, but it's more likely that they got a shot for this U.S. Open Cup.
Wait, are we out of the running for the DFB Pokal? Anyway, all right. So who are we playing? We're playing Orlando this weekend. I was in attendance for the Chicago-Orlando game in Chicago. We, interestingly enough, got an early red card and proceeded to. Yeah, we survived a 0-0 draw, or was it like 1-1? I think it might.
Speaking of Orlando, they lost today against Atlanta.
Guys, Chicago was going to win that game against New York City. Chicago was going to win that game.
Hold on.
And then Goody blew it.
Hold on. And Orlando got a red card today.
Oh, wow.
Good. Now, James, to your point, you are correct. But also, we played them off the field with 10 men.
That's what I'm saying. Even with 10 men, we were still. Even with 10 men,
how good is Araujo?
I mean, he's good, but like
he got a red card.
Oh well, you know.
Wow, he's out next game. So see ya.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, we are winning this game.
Yeah, we're winning this game.
I like what I literally said it. I turned to my boy and I was like, "Hey, man, I don't know none of these cats on this team." When they had like the starting lineup for Orlando up, and like we saw somebody who was like, oh yeah, McGuinn or whatever, right? And I'm like, yeah.
I just know Gillespie. That's it.
Yeah, I had to read his name to remember he was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just.
Schlegel. That's a name.
They got Galeese in net, who's decent.
Galeese's net is always good. Yeah.
Galeese is okay.
And
I'm not too familiar with it. Chicago Fire are going to fucking win this, and they're going to win it bigly. They're going to win it hugely. It's going to be freaking... first off, some Illinois teams travel to Florida well in May, in spring weather. Like that, it's a vacation for them, and they're going to be like, oh, this is fucking great. This is like a preview of the summer. They're gonna freaking love it. I think Chicago Fire will excel. I'm seeing 4-1. I was gonna say 3-1. Like they're coming in for a clubbing. First off, they're pissed about what happened against New York City. Second of all, Gutierrez is out of the team, so they don't have to worry about his fat ass. Just blowing shit. Even though I like Goody, but last game
he's not even fat, bro.
He's not fat.
Goody weighs 107 pounds.
Wet, soaking wet. So
with pointy elbows.
4-1 Chicago.
Freaking flopping like a penguin.
Hat trick Hugo. Hugo.
Oh God!
Start the nickname now.
You were right. I really hope you're right. I'm 2-0. 2-0, shutting them out at home.
Brady riding off the. I didn't think about that. Brady riding off the high of a U.S. men's national team call up. It's a shutout. I should have said 4-0. But it's away.
I want to say
it's away. If it was at home, I would call it.
I'll say 1-0 Fire.
With the logical response. 1-0.
Yeah, I know. 1-0 with the Fire.
Oh, the Fire. There's no way the Fire loses this game.
Let us know in the comments below your prediction for the game. We'll love to read it. We'll catch you guys next time here on Enemy of the Fire as we close it down. Thank you guys. Help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers. And take that like button and punt it. See you next time.